I don't know how to think about it. I mean, one way you could think about it is the turn is unlikely to improve my hand and likely to be a scary card. So are you going to just say I'm going to call down now? Do you want to move in and try and end it? Do you want to perhaps think he might have a 10 and fold?
Where are you going? All in?
Yeah. She decided. You know, she was going to have trouble judging what the turn did to anybody's hand but her own, wasn't she?
Yeah. I suppose you could argue that if you were behind,
Pass.
You're in trouble.
you're in trouble anyway. Just call it down. But it's so
What's the
easy
one?
sitting here.
The Canadian Timberwolf over there.
Nice, I could use that as a nickname.
She did make a bet where she was going to have trouble getting called unless she... Well, she
Yeah,
draws
better
out
than
there.
But anyway, she moves up the ladder.
Worse numbers.
Yeah.
Alan McAnally there in the relegation zone.
You know, and maybe Cara's strategy is paying off. She's done just enough. That was a large bet that...
But you need to hit flops, don't you? Get some cards, and that's not always easy to get.
Mm-mm.
But you have to be patient as well at this game. Now, with £910 in front of him and the blinds at 50 and 100, what do you do with a pair of threes on the button? You've got to raise, surely.
200.
I think
Raise to
that's...
200.
Bit
Perfect.
skinny, but well, oh, you reckon?
Well,
Well, I was going to say 3, but there again,
Pass.
who am I, Sado?
how could you...
Call.
How can you
Call.
fold to the re-raise with 3? Can you put a... I don't... Yeah, maybe.
Perhaps Agnieszka would have folded Queen Jack to 300.
Yeah, right you are.
Having said that,
And you
perhaps
think
she wouldn't.
Kamara may be committed to having to move all in here? He might. I don't know.
Well, she's missed, and probably would give it up to any type of bet, I think.
He's got about 700 back, Kamara. How does he size this flop bet? Oh,
Now this is
she's
interesting.
going in.
This is the move. What a great, just great timing. Obviously, we can see the cards. Puts Kamara in an
200?
awful situation. Not too sure he can call this, let alone go all in.
You know, that's the first play of this type she's made tonight.
Excellent. Drawing hand, albeit skinny.
No.
Pass.
And it's worked beautifully. She's been a player, hasn't she? She may not have the most experience, but what has she pulled out of the hat?
Then I would go on that.
Well-
Well, a gulf, a gap has opened between the top and bottom 2 at this table. In fact, there's really a gap. There's a lot of gaps. It's sort of a gap-toothed leaderboard.
Number 1 in Poland.
I mean, McAnally's problem here is he's, I don't know, he's standing on 1 foot right now. He's only got 150 pounds. He's been, well, he's literally been blinded away.
I'm all in.
There he
Okay.
goes. This is a great spot.
Just when he
for him.
needed it.
Yeah.
How much is it more?
No, I just called you, though. I think I've got 150.
I like that though. That's how you have to do it. If you actually you make it look
So
like a
then she was
lot,
going
and
on.
then
An all-in call.
yeah, I mean, Cara Scott almost would have folded if
Folded for an extra tenner.
yeah.
What have you got? What have you got?
Got a beautiful lady
You do.
and a lovely bullet.
Oh, you do. At least mine are alive. Not that I wish you well.
No, I know. I wish you well.
Well, thank you.
You're
I wish you
welcome.
well.
No, you
Just
don't.
not right
Too
now.
late.
Gamesmanship and a couple of 9ers.
That's difficult.
Unbelievable.
Oh,
That's
Triple
difficult.
that's going to be quite difficult to moan your way out of. Obviously,
need an ace
10 and a
right now.
jack would be nice.
Or a queen.
I need 2 aces right now.
Ace or a queen. Ace or a queen.
Actually,
Full house, 9 of 8.
not sure if that would have been
Oh,
his
yeah.
best card, but
Oh, that's
I
unlucky.
think it's safe to say I can't win.
That's really unlucky.
I said with heart.
It's true.
Ah, well.
well,
Good luck,
McAnally can say he got his money in with Ace Queen and got beat by a full house.
Get cards, right?
He had a great start to this game, Steve. Picked up a bunch of hands,
Prof,
but Alan,
beaten by a girl.
Oh!
the Celtic Tiger.
Now, don't feel intimidated sitting
No,
between
would
us.
I?
I am
Would I?
Bacon.
I'm loving it. I don't mind going out now because all the blokes have gone.
Yeah, they're really tearing out these guys' eyes.
Like I said earlier on, I didn't like getting beaten. Things haven't changed, but I was kind of fine losing Bath. Well, a very, very good start, no problem. But since we sat down after the break, I really didn't. I was maybe a bit greedy at times. I didn't really need to go, but not good to get knocked out.
Raise.
And all of a sudden, is Cara now going to get busy when it's down three-handed?
This feels almost like a plan, doesn't it?
Yes.
400.
To 400 total.
Obviously, she can run into a big hand.
400?
400 total.
She's laid down nines. She's laid down the ace-king. Both times the Cara Scott raise. What about the ace-8? It's short-handed, and this is the first time she'd be ahead.
Tough decision.
She'll have to sniff it out.
She hasn't immediately laid it down, so I think she's going to be calling.
She's got an instinct. She's got an instinct. Call, though, is call the strongest play she can make here?
What do you think, a raise?
Well, it's
It's a
just
bit
because-
committal, isn't it?
It's because we know Cara's cards, isn't it? She sniffed something, though, hasn't she? And I don't know. It obviously opens up the chance for Cara to outflop Agnes, but maybe Agnes can get on in a big way if the ace pops.
Yes, because it could open up the door for Cara to bluff at the ace.
You know, a lot of players say re-raise or fold this kind of small blind situation, but Agnes she's done so many things right tonight, and she's clearly sniffed something out, hasn't she?
I don't know how.
It's mean
Excellent.
I mean, she's folded the nines and the ace-king.
Immediately, with players behind her to yet to act, perhaps different situations. Well, Cara hits her queen.
She does.
I don't think Agnes is going to get too busy. Well, she has bet out before.
She might have been putting Cara on the ace. It just feels a bit
Yeah.
odd, though, because obviously, if she was going to invest this money, investing it before the flop would have found her out a lot more information, wouldn't have? Maybe not.
This is a fascinating hand now. Gives Cara potentially her biggest problem of the heat so far.
She's really got to think about this card, because obviously Agnes has got her covered about 900 pounds worth.
I'm all in.
All in.
She hasn't thought about it long. And she's done it exactly right.
Brave and correct, as we can see.
How many?
I wonder, Steve, if she's looked at that board and said, you know, there's so many draws there that I'm beating now, but don't want to give a chance to get there. Oh, the 10-jack, the king-jack, the diamonds.
You've got to take a view. You've got to hope your queen's good, haven't you? I mean, if you're out kicked, you just hold your hands up and say, you know, c'est la vie, that's the way sometimes the cards go, but big hand.
I like that Agnes has asked for a count here. I'm not sure if she's doing this, well, just to probably find out exactly what's going on, but when she hears that, that's a lot of money, 1,000 pounds.
Pass.
And the first major encounter between the two ladies goes to the Canadian. The blinds are up again. There hasn't been that much movement since they went three-handed. But has Agnes got the better of the cards, or is she showing a little more aggression?
I think they've all had their moments. Is what you do with them, and then whether they collide with other cards. But it's more looking like there's going to be one big hand could seal the deal here.
Yeah, because there's only about a big blind in it.
In 2 minutes.
If you stop winning hands,
When
you
you
go
want it to,
home.
when you want it to go slow.
You know you want to get it in with the best of it for all the money. The question is how. Is it better to do it raising, calling, trapping, limping?
I think you've got to be aggressive. And I think
Raise.
this is the correct decision.